Okay. Yeah.
While
Okay.
the main ship has its basic bullets with its three spread, and then like its laser upgrade, right?
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah. We
then the
could
little
keep
drones could have the extra all the other
all the
different
other
weapons.
elements or something. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So at this point, I think we just need, or I can create a basic bullet replacement, which I think we could do with just like a line of some sort that's similar to one of these here.
Also, sorry, I just is it okay if I just start recording the meeting for social
Yeah.
media? Okay, cool.
So yeah, we could just do like a basic bullet line, nothing too extravagant, just to have your first basic, attack, which is just ongoing. Your second one with the two, and the third one, they're all going to be the same type. I think that we should have maybe a color coded system a little bit, just because you should be shooting like a bluish white, and then your enemy should be shooting like a reddish, kind of what we have already. I think the enemy ships shoot a different color, correct?
Yeah, yeah, a
So.
different bullet. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like pink or something.
Yeah, we can just kind of go with there, but just I'll add a little bit more detail to that, which could be done. So we can do like super special moves. That's cool. Kevin, what did you want in terms of like the super special guns? Like, is that something you purchase at the end of a level? Do you buy it with real world money? Do you use your unlocked crystals? How do you do those? What do you think?
Okay, so this just to step back a bit, this is the same conversation I was having with Mike about like how we are going to implement the different weapons and bullets, and it's the reason why Mike brought up the topic of what are the limits of like what's doing too much that we can't add to the game. It's like so I said I originally thought we were gonna have some point system where you get to upgrade your ship, like change the secondary weapon based on like what you buy on the shop. It's like, oh, I have 500 gold or something. It's like I can finally afford this weapon. I can add that. And then Mike brought up the idea. It's like I don't his opinion on whether that might be too much, bigger than the original scope that we agreed on. What do you think, Logan? I think you muted yourself. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. If we pull up our original design, we can take a look.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Got it right here. Yeah, because I remember, we had talked about like, because I mean, you don't want to make a pay-to-win game, right?
Right.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah.
But like you were gonna upgrade stuff. I remember that. Different ships had different stats.
Yeah.
You could unlock with like in-game currency, or you could buy like gems.
Yeah.
I think you could always anything you could purchase with in-game currency, however you get it. But gems are just a little bit faster, a little bit quicker because you're spending real world money. And I think the gun evolution: single, double, triple, missiles, bombs, laser, double laser, triple laser. That was our gun evolution idea.
Okay, great.
And then we had
Oh yeah, slide 70.
Awesome. Yes. Bot selection plus upgrade. Okay, gotcha. And these bots are the ones they're like the companion bots?
Yeah, like you'd have one above you and one beneath you,
Yeah.
so you could maximize your damage output.
That's right. Okay. And you would earn the bot normally, right, through just play? You would get a normal, like, basic bot, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll probably give the first one to the players that they're aware of it and they know where the screen is, right?
Right.
But then they would spend their in-game currency or gems to upgrade it further and add more abilities and stuff. I think was our original idea.
Got it. Okay. Yes. Okay. It's good to revisit this stuff. Thank you for bringing this up. Okay. Excellent. Cool. Right, and then we had game mechanics here. Wow, I really should have looked back at this a couple times. All right, this is good. 2 alt weapons. All right, so we were talking about 2 alternative weapons for the first release. Default gun plus 2 different other guns that we can kind of... We'll probably have a gauge similar to the time stop gauge, so just a second gauge. Either, do we want to use the same button? Do we want to use 2 different buttons? Because I think the 2 different buttons would be a little bit more... We don't want to have the same button for 2 different abilities. It'll just kind of be confusing. You want to use one, but you can only use the other. But they can be in the same design where it's just a thing that fills up, and then you press the button, and it's just...
What about... So if you have 2 additional abilities you can attach to yourself, how about one of them is passive and one of them is active?
Okay.
So the active one requires the button, and the passive one is just some additional bonus that just kind of automatically does its thing.
I like that. Yeah.
I like that a lot too.
It could even be like Vampire Survivors, where it's just constantly shooting every couple frames, every second or 2 seconds.
Well, a good passive ability would be something like like a magnetism thing, where you automatically drag the upgrades that are on screen, like the shield or upgrade gun 1, upgrade gun 2, just come right back to your ship. That's a pretty simple one that's always in games. So magnetism would be a good side thing. Okay, hold on. Switch back.
Starting to slide here.
Yeah, I'm putting this down in notes as well, like docs. Okay. So yeah, and I'll think of like a list of different passive abilities, because those are going to be great just to have as on the side. They do something, but they don't require active, like I gotta press a button thing. It's a great idea. Magnetism. Like a damage over time thing. I don't know, something simple.
So we could have Shield Siphon be the first passive ability that you get because it's already in the game.
Okay.
There we go. Nice. Shield Siphon. You know, it's funny because I was thinking about something with a shield too. Like if your shields are depleted, like if you get shot and your shield is depleted, like it does like an area of effect around you, like a small one that just like blows up whatever's around you kind of thing. So like a reactive shield. I'll just type that in. Reactive shield. Okay, cool. All right. It's already some ideas. Magnetism, shield siphon, and then a reactive shield, and then maybe
Mike,
a much later one could also just be if you get wrecked, or not wrecked, if you get downed and you still have lives, that you still keep your most recent pickup. You know, like if you had the 3, keep the 3. So like a we'll name it something cool later, like quick hands or smooth dealer or something funny, something interesting. Keep your gun upgrade. What were you gonna say, Kevin?
I know. I was gonna say you could add it onto the slide that Logan has.
Yeah, I'll just copy and paste.
Okay.
We'll copy and paste it. I'm just writing it down. Oh, I mean, Logan's already kicking butt here. He's already writing everything. He's a guy. But yeah, so that's good. And then active would the beam laser, tracking missiles. We're talking about some kind of bomb, but I don't know if that'll work. Only because maybe it will. Maybe you like select the place to place the bomb, and then you click it again to set it off, like we were talking about. But I feel like that's too active and uses your other finger, and it could block your view. So I don't know about the bomb so much, but the tracking missiles are cool. I actually was thinking about that as well, making a little missile and having that go off. So that's cool.
And one thing we can think too with a lot of these active abilities is it could be less about a mechanic and more about just like a showy display because it's just fun to use. You know, like cluster missiles or something.
Yeah. Cluster bomb. Yeah, cluster bomb sounds awesome. Just kind of absolutely. And then maybe like a wipe across the screen or something. I don't know, something like. All right, that's pretty good. We can add to that. That's great. So this is good, and this is doable. That's great. Okay.
How often do we go to the asset screen? Like, is it every 2 levels? Is it every level? Is it every 3 levels? You go and upgrade.
So the which screen? The upgrade screen.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, we want to talk about just how long is the core gameplay loop, right? Like, how long do they have to play before they earn an achievement that feels like they could just kind of like sign off and be done for a while, right?
It's true, yeah.
Because if it's 5 minutes, that might be a little too quick. They'll burn through a lot of content, or like a lot of the upgrades. But if it's like, every 15 to 20 minutes, they get it's worth shopping.
Yeah.
Right? Which might be once every 10 levels or once every 7 levels or something. We'll definitely have to balance that out.
Yeah, we'll have to play test that part. Yeah. And I think I was talking about Kevin about some of that where we can only quantify some things by play testing between the 3 of us. Because I consider myself, I'm a little hardcore gamer, one of those guys that sits in front. And I'll play a game for hours just for the hell of it. But Kevin's on the side of like, look at all the stuff, do the right things, get all the things done, and you're developing it. So all the tricks and traps. But if we combine our mean time together, I think we can kind of find a median solution there. That's like, okay, this is kind of where it's the loop. But yeah, definitely. And honestly, I think one of the best things that we've done to fix the this is too short problem was your solution of just changing the patterns and making it a little bit more difficult. I liked the difficulty in the latest bit that we did. Yeah. It was harder, but it was like challenging to the point where like I enjoyed it. I was like, whoa, okay, got to get out of there. And one of the ones that get me, the ones that really like mess with me and I really like actually are the ones that track you, because they'll go all the way off screen and I'll forget about them sometimes, and then there they come right behind you and it's like, oh. Yeah. So those are great. I think those will get you bite you in the ass if you don't take them out. Ooh, which reminds me, another upgrade to our basic system here, our basic shooter, like basic 1, 2, 3. Is that I think maybe on the second or third one there should be maybe one back laser, one little back projectile. What do you think?
What do you mean?
One that shoots out the butt of the ship.
Oh, being able to fire behind you?
Yeah, just one.
Or it should do both front and back.
Could be. Just an idea, because there are those little ones that do come from behind you, or if there's like, I want to kill that one asteroid that I already passed, or that one ship I already passed, I can kind of like move my ship over, and but we can consider that later. It's not something that we can put in.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. We could definitely think about that.
Yeah, because then also,
though,
we kind of want them to struggle and miss the fact that I could have destroyed that. But now they have to replay if they want to get a higher score. So maybe the back laser is a little too much, or maybe it's a payable upgrade, or maybe it's something you can unlock with X, Y, and Z. So that back laser could be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
It could be one of the side effects of one of the drones, like the little bots.
Yes.
Fires behind you.
Those drones are going to be big. Okay, those drones are going to be definitely big. Oh yeah, the lightning wall. That was one of the big. Okay, cool. So, Logan, from all the assets that I sent over, is there anything that I'm missing or anything that we still need on my end to you? I know there's the background thing, which I still haven't, but actually, Kevin hold me, and then I'm going to use what you referenced about something we could easily do, where they kind of show up, do a thing, then disappear. Show up, do a thing, disappear. I just don't want to be too big because it's going to be in the background where it's conflicting with all of our stuff on screen already. I don't want to make the load time too crazy. So the animations are going to be like maybe, I don't know, a tenth of the screen, hopefully, like a small little thing. Okay. If they're small, then I think it should be fine. I just don't want it to be too big.
Yeah, I imagine, like that scene from, what is it, Empire Strikes Back or whatever, when the Emperor is showing Luke the battle in space.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's off in the distance.
Okay, cool.
That's a good reference. They don't have to be too
detailed.
That's a good
Yeah,
reference,
they don't have to be too detailed either. Okay, that's good. Because my problem earlier was getting really detailed with things you're never going to see. The really tiny little ships that you're never going to see. So,
I think it literally just has to be some colored pixels shooting some other colored pixels,
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. And I'll make it on a transparent thing, and then just slap it in there. Just have to be transparent. All right.
Yeah, you want the background transparent.
Okay. Transparent.
Then we can mess with the parallax, so that way it feels like it's in between everything,
Excellent. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's going to be on my personal notes here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the assets you sent over before. We got the launch ship, we got the shield, and then we got the pieces to the ship, which we can talk about next time.
Okay. Cool.
Can go over my idea for the two different levels. The one leading up to it, and then the big battle. So
yeah. All right. Cool. Oh, the shield. So Kevin, you were talking about that one game that does the shield that we're trying to do, but does it pretty well. What did they do exactly again? They had
it's your shield design, but it's solid on the outside, but then as it goes to the center, it becomes more transparent. So it's kind of like there's like with 100% transparency in the center and 100% solid on the outside.
Opacity.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I can just send a redesign of that, so it's transparent in the middle, about 50 in between, and then on the outside you see the solid hex pattern shield, everything. Easy done.
It makes it more three-dimensional as opposed to just a solid, circular piece.
Yeah, and then you can also see the background and stuff, which is good. Or you can see the ship itself, which is important because before. Okay, so let's not implement the shield I sent you. You can throw it in the trash. I'll make the new shield. That's on my end. So throw it away. But yeah, perfect. I will remix the shield. Cool. Great. We have 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Anything else on the table?
Yes, I wanted to go show Logan about the game list that we did.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop.
Oh yeah, I saw there was an Excel spreadsheet, right?
Yeah.
We did a Google Sheets on a lot of things.
I'm gonna stop recording. Just